Hey guys, it's your girl Victoria back to you with another review of Married at First Sight Season 14, Episode 2, called Nice Day for a Wicked Wedding. Now, there wasn't any wicked weddings, it was just interesting weddings. So, we start off with Jasmina and Michael. Their wedding is next. And, they're both happy, excited, and whatnot, but it looks like Michael's one friend, well, not one friend, because he had like two main friends. The best man, which was, I believe, the Hispanic guy, and then the other guy that was the one that was with him when he went wedding attire shopping with his sisters. He always just seems to have a poker face to me. I'm like, is this guy ever happy? He's giving little resting man face. Okay. And so he just seems like, I don't know if he's nervous because of the cameras, but he just has straight poker face from like last episode to this episode. But anywho, you know how it usually goes. I'm not going to go into the details of it all. Mostly everybody's nervous and all that stuff. So they go through that whole spiel. And while they're getting dressed, which I thought was very sweet, I seen that all the sisters had like a pink breast cancer awareness pin on their outfits. And so one of the, I believe it was either the brother or a friend of Michael was asking him, how do you feel that your mom's not going to be there? And at first I was just like, why are we bringing this up? Why y'all got to bring this up? But, I believe there was a reason for that, obviously. So he was kind of upset, but he knows that she'll be happy and proud of him. So then that's when they present him the pin that everyone else is wearing to represent his mother. So everyone got emotional. They cried. I'm like, that's so sweet. Even he shared tears and stuff. But, even though his best man got drunk by the time they went to take pictures, but that's like later on down. But I can give it to the best man. He does seem there for his friend. Looks like they might be the best of friends or something. So I did appreciate that. And it seems like he got a good support team behind him. Moving on to Jasmina, she seems to be happy and excited and stuff when she wakes up and whatnot. But as she gets dressed and she's ready to go, then that's when she starts freaking out. She's just like, everything's starting to hit her at once. She keeps telling the producer that she feels like she's going to throw up and all that stuff. And, taking her sweet time to go ahead and walk down the aisle. Understandably so. But it gets to the point where Michael already done walk down the aisle. He's waiting for her. And I think the bridesmaids already walked down, and she's just like so nervous and stuff. Like when the mama comes, that's when she starts boo-hoo crying and whatnot, just nervous and all this stuff. And like I said, it's understandable why she nervous and stuff. But listen, Michael wait, he looking at her like, time please, when she gonna walk down the aisle? When she gonna walk down the aisle? And she's just like, marriage is so serious to her and whatever. And she only wants to get married once. It'll be embarrassing for her to get divorced and stuff because, her parents been divorced. Her biological parents are not together no more. And the person she considers her mom, her stepmom, she not even with the daddy no more either. So it's like she don't want to go through that. She don't want to put her kids through that. So it's very important. She takes it very serious. And, she doesn't even know the person and stuff. I'm like, well, you signed up for this, Jasmina. Listen, I love you. I ride for you hard, which I said in my last review. So I ride for you hard, but I gotta be real at the same time. You signed up for this, girl. Nobody forced you to apply for this damn show. You signed up for this. You know what it's going to entail. So I guess it's hitting you because now you realize what you done did. But it's too late, girl. Get that check. Walk down the aisle, girl. I don't know what to tell you. So, goes to commercial for dramatic effect. Comes back from commercial. She's still taking her sweet ass time. The mom's just like, calm down. She's like, no, I'm not calming down. It's something to that effect. And so finally, she takes up the courage to do a walk down the aisle. Michael look at her like, whew, she fine. She look at him and she starts to cry. She gives that face like she's about to cry. So I don't know if that was the face that like, damn, why did I do this? He don't even look good. Or if it was just like, just still nervous and it's like, oh my gosh, he's right there. Oh my gosh, what can I him? Like type of nervous. So I don't know really what she's feeling or how she's feeling. Cause she didn't say that to us in the confessional or nothing. Like was it Katina? No, it was Lindsay. So I don't know how she feeling. She finds him attractive, but she went through with it. So the ceremony seems to go nice. The officiant did make mention. I like the officiant, by the way. Out of all the officiants I've done seen in all these seasons and of all these couples that got married, he seems the most like, okay, I could rock with him. But anywho, when he was telling us what Michael's family has to say about him, he is the baby of the Haitian family. Once the officiant said that, I was like, oh Lord, this guy Haitian. Being a Haitian American myself, and the youngest, and the only girl, I just have to say, God bless to you, Jasmina, and the boy. First off, he has a brother. Well, he has two brothers. One, unfortunately, is deceased. But he is the youngest and the boy. Listen, no shade. But Jasmine, you lucky his mama not alive, because I'm sure if his mama was alive, girl, mamas, Haitian mamas, and their Haitian sons, it's a whole different thing. So his sister's already treating him like the baby, clearly, and they rocking with him. So Jasmina, just, if you, no matter what happens, if you're gonna stick beside him, please do it in a nice way, in a cordial way, cause with the Haitian sisters, they taking the role of his mama. Girl, I love you, but I have to call my peoples out for who they are. They don't take too fondly when you mess with theirs. Just, hopefully things go good and y'all stick together, because they seem to support her. They was happy for Michael and stuff when he told them he was getting married. So I think everything should be good, but at the same time, don't test the patience. Don't test their kindness for weakness. Okay, Jasmine, because she seemed like the type of person who seemed a little bossy, and I'm not talking about Brianna Bossy from season 12. I'm talking about bossy. So, like I said, the ceremony goes well. They kiss. I think everybody kissed. We're going to see about Noy and Steve and Alyssa and Chris next week. But they jumped the broom, which was cute. And I honestly think they make a cute couple. So far, even though this was wedding number 2 of the whole season, my favorite wedding so far. So they go to the back. They start talking. And Michael calls Jasmina perfect and 100% his type. And I'm like, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Because that's your type. You find her attractive. That's perfect. I mean, to be honest, who wouldn't find Jasmina attractive? But at the same time, I'm like, why didn't it work out with the other girls if, they're your type and whatnot? Listen, you find her attractive, but what? Because you say you're a perfectionist and you always look at the negative. So I'm just waiting for that ball to drop, Michael. I hope you prove me wrong, but I'm just waiting. So they start talking and chit-chatting, and Michael's just asking her what's her schedule of like when she wakes up and when she goes to sleep. I think she said she wakes up around 6 in the morning. And I'm like, okay, that's me too. And then she says when she says she stays up till like 2 in the morning watching TV and whatnot. And Michael was just like, oh man, I'm a grandpa. I'm in bed by like 9:30, 10. And she's like, well, I'm in bed too. I'm just up watching TV. So she watches Korean dramas. That's cute and whatever. You can tell she likes Korean stuff, because even the officiant was saying like her family says she wants to go to Korea. And then Michael was like, oh, to see BTS. And she's just, I forgot what she said, but it don't even matter. So he said, honestly, he doesn't even watch TV. And I'm just like, we can't be friends, Michael, because you don't gotta watch what I watch, but you don't have a TV in your house or something? Listen, Michael, you cool and everything, but we can't be friends. But anywho, she's just like, so do you go to the movies and stuff? And I think he said he does, but he doesn't at the same time. And she's just like, so you're not a fan of Marvel? And I'm just like, Jasmina, this is where we connect, because, listen, Marvel is that thing. Okay, all you DC fan lovers and all that stuff, listen, DC cool too, all right? DC is alright, it's cool, cool. But Marvel, though, Marvel's where it's at. You know, I feel you, Jasmina. My husband, could care less for Marvel. He had the audacity to to doze off watching Infinity War. That I'm getting too sidetracked. Okay, we're gonna get back to this thing. I love you, babe, but it broke my heart. Marvel. Anywho, so Jasmina and Michael take pictures with their family and friends. And listen, in this moment when Michael's best man came to talk, he was saying something about when he saw Jasmina and was just like, oh, she was coming through, punching and stuff, but he likes that. He loves that for Michael, I guess. I'm just like, you drunk. Go to the back. Go to the back. Get to the back of the group of people to take the picture. Go to the back. You drunk. But like I said, it seemed like he really there for his friend. But that's neither here nor there. Then Jasmina and Michael, they were outside talking, and Jasmina said she's going to be going to Jamaica for her 30th birthday because I believe she's 29. And she asked if Michael was coming. He did say something slick. I didn't catch what he said, but she looked like she responded well to what he done said. So that was cute, whatever. Move on, we get to Lindsay and Mark. We get to the reception. And Lindsay lets us know in the confessional that she finds Mark attractive. I'm like, okay, that's cool, that's cute, whatever, Y'all seem like y'all fit perfectly. From the moment I saw y'all pictures side by side, I'm like, y'all both look crazy as hell. So, in your own way, in your own different way, you guys could work, but do I think it's gonna work? Probably not. But we'll see what done happen. So they slow dance, and all I wrote in my comments was, I wonder while they were talking if Mark smelled the alcohol from Lindsay's breath. That's it. There was nothing else to take away from that scene. We get to Jasmina and Michael's reception, and it seems to go nice. And Jasmina lets us know in the confessional that she sees a little spark. And I'm like, okay, but do you find him attractive though? That's what we in America want to know. Do you find a man attractive? Because people on Twitter was just trying to question that. Because they can't read you, Jasmine. We don't know what your brain is thinking behind that dome. Okay? What are you feeling here in regards to Mike? We see a spark, but what about attractiveness? Is there a little spark for attractiveness there? Because I think you're only talking about chemistry wise. So I don't know how she feeling. I read in the Twitter someone done told her she need to just take a Xanny. I don't know if I can say it on YouTube, but they said she need to take a Xanax. And I was laughing because I'm like, you're probably right. You're probably right. But anywho, move on to Katina and Elijah Wan's wedding. No, not the wedding just yet. They go wedding attire shopping. And the dress that Katina chooses is beautiful. I loved it. And I love sparkles. So I'm like, this is great. It goes well with your body, girl. You got an A+ from me. And the outfit that Elijah Wan chooses is nice, sharp, classic, and crisp. I loved it. The sister-in-law asks him, is he committed for a lifetime? Now, it doesn't show that he answers, but knowing how the producers of Lifetime Married at First Sight be, they always be shady as hell. So I can't really sometimes go based off what the producers don't put, because they might just do that for dramatic effect. But it doesn't look like he answered. It looked like maybe he was just a little nervous. I don't know, but you better be in it for the long time, Elijah Wan, because I don't know. I'm just going to have to see how the season goes, because I'm not feeling too good about Elijah Wan, but this is only the second episode. You know how Lifetime B takes a while before the realness, the drama, and people's true colors start showing. So I'm just gonna see how it goes. Move on to Steve and Noy. They go wedding attire shopping, and Noy's talking that she like changing different outfits and stuff, and how this is the dress, like the dresses that she's trying on. She never thought she would be in such expensive gowns before, knowing that her parents, came from refugees and all that stuff. And she's just so mesmerized, and she wants this marriage so bad because her parents, through it all, they're still together. And I get what she's saying. Trust me, I do. But at the same time, I'm just like, I feel like Noi is fantasizing marriage to the point of like not wanting marriage to build with someone really, but just because, oh, this is what my parents had and they still together. So that's what I want. And oh my gosh, like the dress, like I'm not saying not be happy for the whole experience of a wedding, but I feel like she's focusing too much on the experience of the wedding as opposed to being in a marriage. Because even later down, even though I'm fast forwarding a bit, she was just like, I just hope he's tall, dark, and handsome and looks good and all this stuff. And I love the fact that her mom was just like, nobody's perfect, so you gotta know that too, because she didn't say this, but I'm adding my little 2 cents to the one to what the mama said. Like, what if he don't like you? Granted, Steve got nothing to stand on right now because he don't got no job. He do freelance Steve. I know people on Twitter calling him Steve No Jobs. Okay, freelance Steve freelance, got nothing to stand on and have nothing to say about. But at the same time, though, what if he don't find you attractive? Like, people be so harping on, oh, I hope I'm attracted to him. No, let's hope they're attracted to you too. I do like Noi, but I'm just, it goes both ways. People just look at what they want, but not, thinking to themselves, am I what he want or what she want too? Anywho, so the dresses she chooses is cute, whatever. I think it's nice and stuff. And the suit that Steve chooses is nice and it fits him. I like it. As far as for the guys so far, I think who do Steve between Steve and Elijah one. I think they had the best suits in my personal opinions out of all five of the men. And as far as the females, I would say Katina had the best dress in my personal opinion. But that's just my opinion. So we move on to Alyssa and Chris. Like Lindsay done said, they kind of forgettable, but they go wedding attire shopping. And Alyssa done let us know she purchased 10 dresses as a backup, just in case if she don't find a dress at the bridal shop, because she's picky. And you can see when she was looking through the dresses, she's like, oh no, I don't like the sleeves on that one. I don't want no sleeves, this and that. And I'm just like, oh, please do not be a Marla. Please do not be a Marla. I cannot take another season of a Marla having ass bitch. I cannot. Sorry, Marla. We can't be friends. I still respect you as a person and respect your hustle and stuff, getting that money and all that. But we cannot be friends. And Alyssa looking like we can't be friends either. I do not deal with all that. But I'm just like, hey, at least you got the funds to buy 10 dresses. I mean, did you really need 10 though? How much was these 10 dresses each? Because wedding dresses is not cheap. But that's neither here nor there. The first dress she put on was, listen, the front was like giving a little like fancy cocktail party, but the back was gorgeous. I'm like, oh, the back is beautiful. I was like, girl, if they could have made that in the front and the back, I would have been like, girl, choose that dress. But she doesn't. She puts on one of the dresses that she purchased. It was cute. I'm not gonna lie, it was cute. And then she tries on another dress, and I guess the third was the charm from what the producer showed. And that's the dress she chose, which was cute. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it fits her. Now, what didn't fit was them boots. Like, I get she's trying to show us that she's country. She called herself a rustic country glam vibe. That's what she is. And I'm just like, okay, yes, it's giving rustic and country, I guess, for the boots, but it's not working together. You could have chose something else that would have fit with the dress and with the whole style and vibe that you were trying to go for, Alyssa, but this was not it. But that's what she chose to listen. So when she can do whatever she want. I'm just saying I don't like it. I don't think it works out for what she was trying to go for. Okay. But who am I? So we move on to Chris, and The suit he chooses is nice. I just wish he would have got rid of the tie. If he would have just went tieless overall, I think it would have went. That outfit would have went well. Now, when he was talking with his friends, his looks on things is kind of interesting. Cause first they was talking to him about the fact of him being like, what was he looking for in this marriage? And I guess he said he's a lonely person, and he lets us know, and his friends, that it's not the fact of him being afraid to be alone, but him overcoming his loneliness. He did not say that word for it. I'm just paraphrasing because I know how some people like to take what you say and be like, oh, he didn't say that. Listen, I'm not. He didn't say that word for it. I'm just paraphrasing, making it short, simple, straight to the point. So he pretty much just feels like, oh, I'm just fixing my loneliness, so to speak. Not saying I can't be alone, but if I don't want to be alone, why be alone? It's pretty much what he's trying to say. Then he says the same thing in aspect to having someone who makes money. It's not the fact that I'm dating them for the money, but it enhances my life type of thing. That's the vibes he was giving to me. And I'm like, Chris, you was trying to sound good with what you were saying, but it didn't sound good. As a realtor, Chris, listen, it made sense, but it didn't make sense. Just stop talking. Just I'm still rooting for you, Chris, but just stop, please. I don't need to be annoyed with you like I am with Alyssa and her ways and what she's trying to be and not be at the same time. So we move on to Katina. I said Katrina. Oh Lord. Katina and Elijah one's wedding. And Katina looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. She done got some new weave because the weave that she was wearing before was just not hitting for what it was supposed to hit. The new wig, everything looks gorgeous. Her makeup looks gorgeous. Everything looks great. Elijah one looks great. I guess the best man of the friend was like, okay, you ready? And then he looked like he was a little overwhelmed and like he was in a rush. He was like, yeah, and his face was a little red. And then the friend was like, calm down, like, what's wrong? And then that's when homeboy starts freaking out. He starts boo-hoo crying. And like, he's like, all up on the friend's shoulder. The friend goes and closes the door. Elijah Wall's family ain't shit because they start laughing at him like, oh, he was all cool and stuff. She need to cook and stuff, but you over here like, like brother literally, what's the impersonating his brother and crying and stuff. The sister-in-law laughing, the other friend laughing and shit. I'm just like, y'all ain't right for that, but I'ma laugh too because I already knew I was gonna impersonate him too in this review. So, but I'm just like, y'all ain't shit, but. He just crying. He going his little groom cam thing and saying, he didn't think he was going to get emotional, but he got emotional because, he's just overwhelmed with it all and whatnot. And I'm just like, this is cute and everything. Elijah won, but at the same time, listen, tears don't, tears don't mean nothing. It really don't because you could be crying today and then cussing her out tomorrow. So, he's getting ready to walk down the aisle. He talking about he's scared because he don't know if he messed with somebody that she knows. And I'm just like, I don't know how big Boston is, Elijah Wan, but you guys are probably connecting some way, somehow. You probably messed with someone that was friends with her at one point or that she came across at one point. I'm pretty sure you're connected to her some way, somehow through girls you done fucked. Oh well, okay. You guys didn't know each other at the time, so who cares? As long as it's not like a sister, like a best friend of her, like I think you'll be fine, Elijah one. Like if you didn't fuck 50 plus women like Ryan's ass last season or 100 plus women like Johnny's ass last season, I think you'll be fine. But the way you talk, you seem like no offense, Elijah one, no offense, but you seem like you fuck trash women anyway. Sorry, sue me. But it is what it is. That's the past, right? That was Isaac. This is Elijah one. So Elijah one didn't fuck nobody. It was Isaac. That's the logic you should probably think of since you want to think slick and all that stuff. So it was whatever. Whatever. I just put in my notes. You probably done did. So we move on. He walks down the aisle and he's just like, where is she? Where is she? She walks down the aisle and Elijah is just floored. I don't know who was more floored from seeing their wife, if it was Michael or Elijah, but he was just like, you're beautiful. Just kept saying that throughout the whole ceremony and after the ceremony. So the officiant tells Katina that Elijah's family wants her to know that he loves a woman who can cook. She's looking like, I don't really cook like that. But then he's just like willing to compromise, like, oh, we could cook together, we could learn together. And I'm just like, so you can't cook, Elijah? Can you change a tire? But you want a traditional wife. Can you change oil out of somebody's car? No. Okay. But anywho, I'm like, all right, at least he's willing to compromise or whatever. And they read each other's vows and whatnot. And after she read her vows, it sounded like he said he loved her, but I don't think he did, because of the fact that if he did, I feel like she would have said something, or people would have been, the producers would have panned to the family looking like, something like to that effect. So I don't think he said that, but it sounded like he said it. He read the vows, everything seems to go well, and before they kissed, before the officiant announced them husband and wife, he asked if he could kiss her, which I thought was cute, and then she said yes, and they kissed. As I was saying that, I remembered that before they put each other's rings on, he did go on one knee and propose to her. So I was like, it would have been cuter if they were more serious about it, but I felt like he did it in a joking way, so I was just like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. But anywho, they got married, they go to the back and talk, she asked to take shots. So I guess they took shots, and it seemed kind of awkward at first. He was like looking very nervous and talking very nervous. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like talking to confessional, like, oh my gosh, my wife is beautiful. It's like, I just can't stop looking at her. And he was just like, I just want to kiss you right now again. So she lets him kiss her. And it was going awkward, but I guess once the alcohol done settled in his stomach and stuff, that's when homeboy just starts talking and talking and talking. But Katina was just standing there and just taking it. And I'm just like, Katina, listen. You said it was awkward, but I'm just like, you're not giving nothing to the conversation either. Like, he was legit talking. You couldn't interrupt or intercept that conversation or that monologue that he was doing and put your little 2 cents in or something. It's not a one-way street, man. He can't be doing all the talk. He can't be the one asking questions. You could ask some questions too, get to know each other. Like, come on, Katina. I need you to put in some work too. This ain't no starfish marriage situation ship. Okay, it goes both ways, girl. I was gonna say something, but I don't want to be mean. Katina, please. I'm rooting for you more than I'm rooting for Elijah Wan's ass. Please. But anywho, I'm just like, he got some alcohol in his system, and he just starts talking like Lindsay's ass last episode. But anywho, Nora and Steve are next to get married, and looks like I already said that. I already said all that. I had to pause because I'm like, didn't I already talk about it? Pretty much when she was getting her makeup done and she was saying she wants someone tall, dark, and handsome. And then that's when the mama did her spiel, like, nobody's perfect, all that stuff. And she just wants, then Nori said she just wants a marriage like the mama. And then the mama said it's like a lot of hard work because, her and her husband, Nori's daddy, done been through a lot. Okay, we get to the wedding. And you know how Married at First Sight do. Steve walked down the aisle. Nori's mom is just like, oh, he's handsome. So, Nori's mama approves. And then Nori's about to walk down the aisle, and that's when the episode ends. So we got to wait till next week to see their wedding and also Alyssa and Chris's wedding. That's the end of the episode. I'll see you guys next week to see what happens. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you thought. Ain't not much to say. It really ain't at this point for episode 2. But thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.